Welcome to the Coombe and Curry Sports Cards Podcast, where collecting meets the game. Your hosts, the Tag Team Champions. Before we get into today's episodes, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Kiwi Card Collective. Oh no! Early start.
The green room spilled in. The green room has spilled into the recording. That is not a problem. Welcome to episode 61. Some real intense conversations going on in the green room prior to this episode. Lots to discuss. Some really big topics for the Tag Team Champions. Episode 61. Coombe, how the devil are you?
Oh, MC. Can I request you do the intro again? I've got used to the welcome. And I've just got a standard welcome this time. I know I've Codswolloped it in the past, but I miss it.
Do you want me to go again?
Yeah, go again.
Welcome to episode 61. We're back in the game.
Back in the game.
And it's just the two of us. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. Yeah, it's been a while. We've been
show, isn't it, MC?
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. We have been blessed with some fantastic special guests of late. Shout out to all of you for coming on. We appreciate the time. You know, having Scott Walden on last week, Bazza, Andy from Seaside. It's been a fun month of guests on the pod, should we say? And now we are back to the bare bones, if you will, with Coombe and Curry.
This is where we see the numbers plummet, MC, don't we? We've seen some great numbers from all the guests, and now it's back to Coombe and Curry, the OGs. What are we going to do with ourselves?
Well, Coombe, have we got an episode for you listeners today? There is some big, hard-hitting subject matters that we're going to cover.
Big time.
We'll get into it. There's two huge sections which I'm sure we're going to delve into throughout this episode. But we're going to start with flavour of the week, as I'd like to call it. Auckland Card Show, Coombe. You've recently visited the Auckland Card Show, and I have seen some content, not just from myself, from Bazza, from other vendors throughout the New Zealand community, and what a show it looked. Coombe, give us a rundown, give us a review. How was it?
Where do I start, MC? I thought it was fantastic. So let me set the scene a little bit. Obviously, initially I'd planned to go up there as a vendor, but with other things that came up, and I think to a certain extent where I felt I was with my inventory and stuff like that, I don't think BC was ready for the big one. When I do it, I want to be prepared. So initially, I wasn't going to go, and then I just got I saw the boys going up there, and the sort of circumstances changed, and I thought, you know what, BC is going to head up there, meet some people and that, and what a great decision in the end. I got up there. I decided to drive in the end, MC. I think on the map it's like 7.5 hours. I got an hour up the road and I was already bored.
Out of interest, how long did it take you to get there?
Well, I decided to drive to a little known town called Cambridge, which is just south of Hamilton. So it took me about 5.5 hours, but I got by the time, quite early in the journey, got dark. I left about 3:30, and by the time I got to the windy roads, it was raining, it was pitch black, and now I don't get car sick, but the last hour of my journey, I felt sick. It was so windy. It was brutal, but BC braved it out. I finally made it to the top 10 campsite in Cambridge, and then that left me with an 1.5-hour journey the following morning, to which you saw I know I didn't quite do the full come with me, did I? But I got to the Auckland Card Show and started my video, which I thought was quite good in the end. Quite enjoyed making that, and then having I did a few questions to Brock Nash, who was launching his card syndicate brand, and caught up with friend of the pod, Bazza. Bazza's debut. But MC, let me talk you through it. So I went up there just to help KCC a little bit, and I got a funny story about that. Maybe not so funny for KCC, but we'll come back to that shortly. So got in there, and straight away I'm looking around in awe because the place was so big, and it reminded me of when I was in the security industry and I went to the trade shows and stuff like that. Like, you know, Card Crazy had set up a massive booth and stand. It was quite something. Blunt had a whole sort of, it must have had about 10 tables or something. It was huge. So it was very exciting when I first got in there. And then when the people came in, it was busy. It was proper busy. And the first thing that struck me is the spacing between the tables. I think it was really, really well set up. Fantastic. But I think as a show, I suspect from their point of view, it went well, and they felt it went well. Like the queues, no issues of queues, which is great. I'm not having a go, but the Wellington Card Show had a massive issue with queues. So hopefully they can get together and try and do a lessons learned from that and see how they can get those people in quickly, because the Auckland one had more footfall, but was just, no one really queued. It was awesome. I think from my point of view, as an NFL collector, there's still work to be done here in New Zealand, and that was evident from the show. You know, as a, what do you call a punter? As a punter, there was Blunt, there was Card Crazy selling seal product, there was KCC and Brock's Card Syndicate selling singles, and then we had Bazza, who had a massive. I'll come to Bazza in a minute, but and then you had like a few other people that had bits of NFL, but it didn't really take long to get round that. So once I'd seen what was on offer and had a little sort of like rifle through, that was kind of it. The Pokemon TCG scene there, absolutely phenomenal. It's massive. It's huge.
Yeah.
And people really, they absolutely love it, don't they? Dressing up and, you know, that side of it, fantastic. But the sports side, and this is nothing to do with the show itself. It's just, you know, particularly the NFL, it just needs there's growth to do. The dream for me is that you have the same size in the sports cards as you do with the TCG side. But Bazza was saying it was his debut show, wasn't it, as a vendor?
Yeah.
But honestly, MC, you'd think the guy was a pro. He had little he had little trays, so when you're looking through, you could hold this little tray, and you know, like when you're sort of, you kind of shortlist stuff sometimes, don't you? You take it out and that. You just put it in the little tray and then hand him the tray. And I was like, that's phenomenal.
That's a good idea.
And then he had these little clips on his box so that you could, when it doesn't quite fill the line, you can just push this clip back and it sort of holds all the cards back. And then he had bookmarks that you could use to put in. I'm like, this guy is pro level setup.
He's setting the pace, isn't he? Absolute innovation from the man himself. What a legend. I bet he's buzzing off that his debut vending experience.
MC, he was loving it. I think, you know, having chats with, I tell you what, when I first went to the store, he says, Bazza, got any, so it just fell then. I said, Bazza, you got any JSN cards? He went, well, maybe one or something like that. You know, I've rifled through his boxes. It's an absolute gold mine. I found I found loads of stuff for the PC in there. I was buzzing. I got well, I don't want to ruin it. I won't say too much. But look, yeah, Buzzer's stall. There's a couple of stories I want to tell MC from the show, and one's around. I'll start with the KCC one, and then I want to tell you. It's, you know, one thing about being at the show, I met a lot of sort of people that I've dealt with, spoke to in person, which is fantastic. I had a lot of people come up to me and approach me and talk about the podcast and stuff, and it kind of makes me a little bit emotional when I think about it, because it's just it is having a little bit of an impact, and that's amazing. So one story I want to tell you about a conversation I had with someone, which I think is going to have a long-term effect on my collecting for the good. But I've got to tell you a story first, right? So every now and again, Nick needs to use a toilet or something, KCC, or go and get a coffee or whatever it was. So he says, BC, just jump on the stand for 5 minutes. Yeah, no problem. Buzz it.
Everything's $1.
Yeah. What can go wrong? Oh, yeah, I've emptied all your singles. I've sold them to Coombe and Curry Sport Cards. So what can go wrong, right? So I'm like, I'm buzzing, right? So it's not. I jump on, and then this chap comes over, and Nick's not actually that far. He turned up about a minute after this guy had gone, right? So he says to me, he goes, "Oh, how much are your signature class blasters?" Because Nick was selling a little bit of sealed product as well. So he's got this price list. I've picked up this board. I've looked down it and gone, oh yeah, signature class blaster. I don't know. I'm making up the figures. I think it was like $79 or something. So I've gone $79. And he's gone, oh, great. Yeah, I'll get one. He's giving me cash. I'm absolutely buzzing, right? I'm thinking, oh, Nick's going to be chuffed. You know, I've got this. I've sold a blaster for him. And then I can see Nick walking back and I'm buzzing. And then he comes back and I go, oh, I sold you a signature class blaster. And so I've given him the cash. And Nick's looked down at the spot and he's gone, oh, where's the other $20? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, he's got an NBA one. It's like $90. And I'm like, oh no. And I've gone, oh, I'm sorry. I said, do you want me to go and get him? He's like, oh no, it's all right. Honestly, it's fine. I'm like, he's only gone 5 minutes.
Oh, deficit. Heavy discounts.
No.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Then I gave it an hour and then I met the guy in the foyer and we went halves on the $20.
So all's well that ends well.
Yeah, I'm just messing. Just a joke. Yeah. Hopefully Nick can see the funny side now. He took it in good faith, so reassured me it was all right. But I was gone from
Shout
thinking,
out to Nick and Kiwi Card Collective for sponsoring the pod. Please do not remove the sponsorship. We owe you a lot. We appreciate you. So apologies for Coombe's 5-finger discount.
Yes, the price of Seahawks has suddenly shot up on the brakes. Used to recover the funds. Loss prevention.
Oh no! One job. That's what happens.
It's going to haunt me for a while. That is. Maybe I need to find a nice Broncos card for him. Send a nice Broncos card as a compensation.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It sounds like an absolute blast, Coombe. What? Anything else you said? Any other bits from the card show you'd like to?
Yeah.
Stories.
Yeah. So
you said you had stories.
Yeah, I was saying, wasn't I, that what's happening here? Sorry, one sec.
That's
yeah,
right,
I was
absolutely tipping it down over here.
Is it?
Yeah.
How's the studio holding up?
Yeah. It's fine in the winter, in the rain. It's fine. It's just the heat when it turns into a little bit of a glass house. But the heat wave in the UK has ended. We are now into a very windy day. A few spots of rain. Now it's absolutely tipping it down. But
how in is it?
No, I'll tell you what. It's raining. How can I put this? It's raining belters here. Don't you worry about that. I've got a hell of a mail day later.
Oh, I can't wait for this, MC. Sorry, MC. Going back to the card show. Yeah, I met. It's nice putting faces to names and that, but I met up with people. Honestly, it was great. I had such a good time. But one of the conversations that stood out for me was Andrew McLaren. So he's a big Texans fan. I'll have to send you the pictures, MC, because he's got should we call it a man cave / spare room that's just absolutely smashed with like Texans memorabilia and what's the word? I can't think of the word. Paraphernalia.
Oh yes, very nice.
Yeah, paraphernalia. But he's into Texans cards. But I'm having a chat with him. So he come to. Sometimes he grabs a card off my sales and I hold them for a little bit. Because you don't want to be posting a $3 card every now and again or whatever. So try and get a bunch. But he comes. I've seen his pictures, but I'm standing behind Brock at his stall, and I'm looking at this guy, and I'm thinking that does look like that guy. But I was listening to the convoy, and I was trying to see if he'd said his name, and he didn't say his name. And he either picked something up or bought something off Brock, and then he started to walk away. And I said to Brock, I said, "Was that Andrew McLaren?" He goes, "Yeah." And I went, "Oh, I need to talk to him." So I've like chased him down the thing. And he's come back to the store, and we must have chatted for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. And now this is a real interesting conversation because he was saying to me, like, he was telling me about all his Texan stuff and things like that. But when he talked about his card collecting, he said to me that he's got this huge sort of, he's got all these Texans cards and stuff like that. But he was talking about the value of like his highest. I won't go into details, but it wasn't particularly. He seemed to have this approach that to me, he was like a real collector. He just loved the cards and stuff like that. He wasn't particularly chasing expensive cards, for example. And I spoke to him about sort of my approach to the hobby, and I was saying that I felt like I needed to rush and spend quite a bit of money and establish this sort of, I don't know, a fairly what I perceive to be a good collection and stuff like that. And I'm chatting away to him, and I felt like, I'm not just saying this for the sake of the pod or for the sake of saying it, but I genuinely felt kind of inspired, or I felt like all these jokes that I had with Valja Luck, Dom Luck, about direction and stuff like that. From the conversation, I genuinely kind of gained a bit of perspective over, because we talk about it sometimes, don't we? Like, what's the direction? What's the goal? And then we had that show recently where we spoke about how we make the hobby sustainable for ourselves. And I think from that conversation, you know, I felt like I had a bit more direction. I felt like, you know what, I'm going to, you know, I spoke about the card I picked up from Top Play from the $3 bin, and the Leonard Williams purple in his Giants uniform, and how much I looked at the card and thought, you know, I loved that card. And I think with me, I need to appreciate what I've got a little bit more. Look at the cards I've got rather than constantly chasing something else. And I think, like I said, without going into details about his collection, because that's his business, talking to a long-term collector that's got that many cards and listening to how he approached it and what's important to him was, this is going to sound, I don't know, a bit cliche in that, but I was inspired, very inspiring. It was a great conversation for me. It's going to have an impact on how I collect, and so much so that I've, again, not something that I want to go into detail on today's pod, but I made a few big decisions as early as yesterday, and spoke to a few people about my direction of how I'm gonna make the hobby sustainable for me, because I've got to change my ways a little bit. I can't continue. When we spoke about the sustainability, I can't continue to spend 90 to 100% of my disposable income on cards. So I'm putting in a few steps, if you will, at this stage, to make it more sustainable and keep it sort of enjoyable for BC. So yeah, sorry to bring the pod into a very what's the word? Very serious. But sometimes, MC, these things happen for a reason, don't they? And I think from my decision to go to the Auckland Card Show, I think it's going to end up having a massive impact on the hobby for me for a long time. And that's the beauty of it. Those conversations and experiences. That's it. BC's found direction. That's all I'm going to say. Heaven is a place on earth.
Heaven is a place on earth. Coom, love to hear it. I mean, you can get carried away in a hobby. So yeah, to hear that you've had these sort of, conversations where you've decided on a certain direction or tactics or strategies, however you want to put it. Love to hear it. And love to hear. We as listeners, I myself cannot wait to see how it pans out, because obviously you sound like you've got some steps in place that you're going to go towards to make it more sustainable for yourself. So this is big, and this is very interesting, and this will be big talking points going forward. So yeah, this is great news.
It will, and look, people can read between the lines, but in time I will talk about it, because I'm very, we want to. I've said it many times, this is what the podcast's about. Sometimes you listen to an episode and it's us trying to be funny, whether or not we are, that's for the listeners to decide. But, some of the conversation's been quite deep and meaningful. And I think with us having, I was thinking of a Spider-Man quote, with great power comes great responsibility, But exactly.
Love it. Love it. Great. That is a great quote, by the way. Unbelievable.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Big fan of that quote.
Yeah,
love it.
It's fun. But these topics need to be broached. Talking of superhero quotes, my favourite one's still the Harvey Dent one from Batman. when he says you either live long enough to become the villain or you die a hero, or whatever it is, words to those effects. You either die a hero. Yeah, that's it. You either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. The amount of times in my life, like I've used that as, you can use that in so many different scenarios, can't you? I usually say, when people, sometimes I was talking to someone the other day, when someone bleats on about almost like protesters type, or certain protesters, not all protesters, but someone who's making a point for ages, and eventually everyone gets bored, don't they? Because they're like, oh, you're just boring now. I think you look back at like the suffragettes and things like that. You look back through history and you think about people that really, really fought for their cause, through all the noise and stuff like that. Because eventually, as humans, we get bored, and I think that you can kind of relate that saying to that, really, in the sense that everyone who's got a point, who wants to make a noise, who wants to make a difference, they have eventually they've got to break for everyone else going, oh, you're boring. We need to get on with our lives because we're humans. But yeah, I love that. BC's off on a tangent again. What is he talking about?
He's back. I'm
back. I've snapped out of it, boy. But you know what I'm saying. And ultimately, this is the platform, isn't it? And like, I'm not afraid to sort of talk about these topics and stuff like that. I think it's important. And that's why we had that show about sustainability. And I was curious about how you view it for yourself, because, I know a little bit how you approach the hobby and things like that. But it's interesting to see how often people think about that and actually what's going on out there. How do people, because what we said it before, I don't want to be one of those people that all of a sudden you see a post from me going, I'm coming out of the hobby now, so I'm selling all my stuff, because it's not fun. I want to be doing this MC. I want to be getting to episode 1000. I don't want to be a guest on it. BC left the hobby 5 years ago.
He's back.
Let's get him back for the 1000th. Yeah, it would be like the Curry and Lot sports cards.
All your memorabilia behind you would just be gone, sold, nothing, zilch, empty.
Books or something. No. Well, you know what I mean? What'll be on there? Unbelievable. We do it though. We have the hard-hitting conversations. Should we? Can I steal one of your lines, MC? Let's segue into something else. Let's lift the spirits. Let's bring the people back.
Yeah, segue into Topps flagship NFL product is about to drop, Coombe, with obviously a new rookie class. You got the information regarding this, haven't you?
Yeah. So basically, MC, this is the turn, isn't it? We're on the turn now. So this is the end of the 2025 product, as far as I know, unconfirmed. I'm pretty sure there won't be any 2025 releases now. So flagship's coming out. What's the date? Today, 21st of August is the release date. So that's the new year. I've seen a lot of pictures. So you've got these cards that look like playing cards.
I've seen them. I've seen them. I'll score a JSN 1-on-1.
Oh, take my money.
Calm down.
My money. Yeah. Talking about sustainability. Oh no. Yeah, take my money. That's phenomenal. What's interesting, MC, with your top EPL football, soccer. I hate calling it soccer. There seems to now be a bit of. We were talking about when Andy was on, weren't we? I was asking the question: did we call the last Topps EPL flagship? But there now seems to be a little bit more of a uniform. I was looking at the base cards, and you've got like that thin border. There seems to now be a little bit of a uniform between the products, and Topps football, the new NFL stuff, is very much kind of in line with that from what I've seen. But some of the inserts and parallels look phenomenal. And MC, we're talking about the playing card there, but BC has seen a triple auto that's available. JSN, Sam Darnold, Cooper Kupp, all on one. Oh, sorry, all on one card.
We threw up in your mouth when you were excited.
Nice suggestion. Sorry, listeners.
Wow.
Yeah. The product just looks unbelievable. And then obviously I would imagine for the masses, the chase will be Mendoza, the Raiders quarterback. So I would imagine the price on Raiders will go up. for me personally, I'm probably going to wait. I think it's going to be a hard one, but I don't think I'm going to get too involved with Flagship. I might grab a couple of sort of boosters or whatever, like when they come through to top play. But I think I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to hold back a little bit because there's no the chase for me as a Seahawks fan this year will be Price, the new running back, Chaterian Price. Can't wait. I've seen some of his cards that are pretty cool. But yeah, I think it's an opportunity, MC, isn't it? Like when most of Seahawks retained most of their big players and stuff like that, and I've got a lot of those through the previous sets. There's a little opportunity, I think, for me to just watch a little bit more, see what's out there, and here's a new tactic as well. Just keep an eye on who's picking up Seahawks. See if people get them that aren't Seahawks fans. Yeah, and then BC will swoop in and pick up the pieces. It's not a problem.
Easy tactics. Yeah,
Not a problem.
Wait, counter.
Yeah, sit back and pounce. Stalk my prey.
Animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, buzzing for that product. Looking forward to seeing it in hand. And I'm sure we'll get our hands on it very, very soon. Speaking of very, very soon, Kuhn, the NFL season is upon us, of course. Kicking off next month. So we have conjured. Easy for you to say. A Seahawks versus Green Bay wins versus losses prediction face-off.
Segment?
The segment face-off.
Face-off. Yeah.
So you like that, didn't you?
Sounds boring, doesn't it, what I said? Segment. I'm getting a bit of paper out for this, empty.
You're getting what out?
Getting a bit of paper.
Oh, yeah. All right, Kuhn, have a look at this. Printing this bad boy from work. This is from the official Green Bay Packers website. They have a printable schedule for fans. Love that. That's going up.
Going up in the studio, is it?
Oh God, yeah. Next to the Rogers team.
Yeah. That'll go part of the background, MC. Get that pinned up.
Yeah, I'm actually just going to give you an update on this. Actually, speaking to a friend of the pod, Dom Lott, Aldi Luck.
Yep.
And he was talking about getting some paneling from maybe my local B&Q. And then getting that across. And there is also a leather sofa in the garage, which it's got to come in there. Be perfect, wouldn't it? Little sofa, get the pod on. Oh,
thank you.
Right. Let's get a casting couch. No.
Oh, it's flustered, the boy.
Oh, I am. Right, cool.
So your other content creating.
Oh, always start with a joke. Always have a laugh. Yeah. Laughter is the best medicine. Right, Coon.
Make them laugh.
Let's go with Seahawks first. All right. Let me get my pen.
Oh, pressure. Go on then.
So we're going to go through this. Very simple.
We're going to count the wins and losses, aren't we, MC?
Yeah, the rules are very simple. I'm going to go through the schedule with Kuhn. Or do you want to do it week by week, like match week by match week?
Yeah, like that. Love that, MC. Love that.
Yeah, let's do it that way.
Yep.
Yes. All right.
I'm going to keep a track of yours. You keep a track of mine, then, and then we'll eat. You see where the buy is. We'll have a little reschedule when we get to the buy. They're probably different weeks.
Yeah. So, no, they're not actually. Week 1, 2,
they're the same,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, week 11 is bye week. Okay. So yeah, both teams are not playing. So,
coincidental then. Fair play.
Yes, Kuhn. I'll start. Yeah, I'm going to get this rocking and rolling. Now, Seahawks start at home at Lambeau versus New England Patriots.
Sorry, at Lambeau, we're travelling to Green Bay, are we, to play the Patriots?
So 1-0. No, Lumen
1-0.
Field. Always start with a joke and a prank. Got
him. Testing me, weren't you?
Good test. I tested him.
Yeah.
At home at Lumen Field. Let me just correct that. Lumen Field, Seattle. At home versus New England Patriots. Win or loss? How do you see it?
MC, that is an easy win for me. Give you a
Easy
very
win.
quick reason, because Seahawks are the Super Bowl champs. We took them apart in the Super Bowl. We got a strong roster, as we say, and I don't think New England have done enough really to. I know they've got AJ Brown in from Eagles, but it's not enough to close that gap. I think it should be, touch wood, a straightforward win for the Seahawks.
Nice.
Right, I'm just going to mark that off as well. Right, MC, you are away. You are away. You got 2 away games, week 1 and 2. You're away to the Vikings and Kyler Murray. What are you saying?
I think it's going to be a tough opener, to be honest. My heart says Packers, but my head says Vikings edge it. I just think Vikings attack could be the winning margin against us. I think they have a lot of explosive plays. I think, away as well. And I think Packers, if memory serves me, I haven't actually researched it. I think last season they started with a loss. So I think it might be, and the preseason result-wise hasn't been great for the Packers. So I think Vikings edge it. So I think we'll take an early L on that one, I think.
18 weeks here, boy.
I know. All right, let's go. Week 2 at Arizona Cardinals, Seahawks, win or loss?
That's an easy win. No explanation needed. Easy win.
All right.
Week 2 for you is Card Geezer at home to MC from Koeman Curry Sports Cards. You are away to the Jets.
Easy win for the Packers. That I think we, Jets are very inconsistent, and I think Love just takes over that whole match. And I think that's an easy win against the Jets. We'll take that.
I agree.
All right,
week 3.
Match week 3. Again, another away game for Seahawks at Washington Commanders. Coon, W or L?
It's a tougher one. I still think we take that. I think we get the win. Yep. I'm going to go with the win for that one, MC. So I've got us at 3-0 after 3 weeks. Week 3, you are at Lambeau Field, at home to the Falcons.
Easy win, that. Easy. I just think we dominate that one.
I agree.
Yeah, not much to go on that. That's an easy win, I think. Back to Lumen Field, at home to the Los Angeles Chargers. What are we thinking, Coom? W or L?
I think I'm going to go with a W. I fancy Chargers, to have a really, really decent season. I think they're going to have a decent season. Right? Chargers are going to be up there. This is going to be a very tough game, I think. But I think it's another W for Seahawks. So I think we're 4-0.
Very nice.
Super Bowl champs starting well. Week 4, you're on the road again to the Bucks.
Tampa Bay,
Mayfield and the Bucks.
I think it'll be a tight defensive game, but I think we'll edge it. I think we'll win that. So I'll go for another win. Yeah,
decent start here, MC. 3-1 at the minute.
Back to Lumen Field. For San Francisco 49ers, Cream. How did the Seahawks get on against them? What do we reckon?
We've done them twice last year. We're not going to lose at home. I think it's a W. I think it's a W. I'm going W.
W, 5 wins on the trot. Love to see it.
Yep. Home to the Bears, MC. Home to the Bears.
Yeah, I've put a win. Now, obviously, we came up against Bears in playoffs, didn't we, last year, and we faltered, unfortunately. But I think we win that one. I think just at home. I think
your gaff.
What's that?
It's going to be interesting to see what your decision is when we come to week 16 away. But you think at your gaff you pick up the W?
I think so. Yeah.
Right. I've got it. Let's move.
Seattle Seahawks away at Denver Broncos. Cream, how are you seeing that one?
MC, this unfortunately is where I see our first L. I think as long as Bo Nix is fit, which he probably will be, I think this is going to be a very, very tough game. I think what edges it is that home advantage for them. I think this will be Seahawks' first L. You home to the Cowboys. Home to the Cowboys.
I actually put an L on this. I think Cowboys offensively will be the stronger of the two, and I think they'll win by a touchdown, I reckon. Yep. As much as I'd like to say no, that's an L. Coon, back over to you. Back to Lumen, home to the Kansas City Chiefs.
I think we'll take the Chiefs apart. Absolutely.
Really?
Take them apart. Yeah, I don't. There's obviously a lot of chat around Mahomes. coming back off his injury, but I think they're a very aging team. I think they are going to possibly struggle this year. At home, we take them apart. That is a W. MC, this is a tough one for you. Very tough, in my opinion. Week 7, away to the Lions.
Yeah,
What are you saying?
I've gone L for that as well. I just think Lions are they're going to be a tough team to beat. So yeah, at Lions as well. I think we lose that one.
I agree, MC.
Yeah.
I think Lions are going to be a tough outfit. But
100%.
Interestingly, let's see where this conversation leads come week 18. Are we going to split with the Lions? That's for you to decide shortly.
Coon. This is an interesting one, this one. At home, Lumen Field to Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams versus Sam Darnold. How do you feel about that?
I think like all game, I think it's going to be a tough game, but for me, this is a W. This is a W for the Seahawks.
Confidence. That is a Super Bowl confidence right there.
Yeah, not a problem. We're sitting at 1 defeat at the minute, so this is not a bad start. Panthers, MC. Panthers at home.
They've got
What
quite
are
a
you
young
saying?
roster. From my research, I've got quite a young roster, Panthers. So, yeah, I think we batter them. 2 touchdowns, I reckon. If not more.
You batter them? Wow.
Yeah, I think it's big words there, isn't it? I think we beat them.
That's
Batter might be a bit harsh.
Yeah, you got carried away.
Coming back to Lumen Field. It's Seahawks at home to the Arizona Cardinals, which you obviously play on week 2. So coming into week 9 at home at Lumen, is that a double win?
It's an absolute massacre. An
Massacre.
absolute massacre. Biggest W on the sheet.
Wow.
Not a problem. Now, MC, week 9, you are on the road to the New England Patriots and Drake May. This is an intriguing fixture, isn't it? What are you saying? This is tough on the road.
It's a very exciting fixture. That I've gone for a Packers win, but edging it, maybe a field goal.
Okay.
I've gone for it. Yeah. I think I still think Love coming off the best season he had last season for the Packers. I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Obviously, having Kraft come back, and it's just Micah Parsons. I think
week 6, I reckon, is the target, isn't it, for Micah Parsons?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, around that. So hopefully,
which is potentially the Cowboys.
If the Packers can stay injury free, it's got an outside chance. But yeah, if last season's anything to go by, obviously, absolutely riddled with injuries. But there we go, part of the game. Coon, just before the bye week 10 for Seahawks is away at Las Vegas Raiders
against Clint Kubiak as well, new head coach, our offensive coordinator.
Fresh
ideas. It's a win. It's a W. Raiders is a project, isn't it? Raiders is a project, and I think long term they are going to be an interesting watch, really interesting watch. But this season it won't be a problem. It will not be a problem. That'll be a W. MC, this is the return fixture of the Vikings, week 10, just before the bye, at home to the Vikings. You went with a loss.
Yeah,
week 1.
I think we're going for a win this time. We're going to edge them. Edge them at home. Yeah,
not a problem. So let's have a look at you. So at the minute, I've got you at the bye as 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's not bad. 7-4.
7-4, yeah.
Not bad.
Coon, I've got you, Super Bowl champions, the Seahawks, 9-1.
9-1.
Absolute demolition, absolute domination from the Seahawks.
7-4. This is not bad from either team, though, is it? This is not bad at all, and we've still got games to come. So shall we? Let's flip the page. Let's get it going again. And should we get into the second half of that schedule, MC, shall we?
Yes, week 12. Coon.
Week 12.
At San Francisco 49ers. Obviously had a win at home. You predicted a win at home in week 5. At San Fran away. What are we thinking? Hesitation.
Yeah, I think they'll be keen to obviously make a statement following the two. There should be 3 on the bounce now from the following season. I think it could be a tricky one. This one, the return to Levi's, the scene of winning the Super Bowl. I think there's grounds here for an upset. Now we're deep in the season. A lot of things could affect this, but I think this is going to be an L for the Seahawks. This will be a tough game. I think they'll have a point to prove, and if it is an LMC, it's going to be tight. It's going to be very, very tight. So I'm gonna start us off with an L.
Okay.
This is tough, boy. You are on the road to the LA Rams. Myles Garrett.
I've gone for a loss. I think the Rams edge it. Yep. Nothing more, nothing less. Coon,
not a lot to be said there, is there?
No, back to you for an absolute humdinger at Lumen Field. Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, this is where we get things back on track. It's tough games. I'm thinking Cowboys probably have a decent season this year, possibly win the division. I don't know, but they're definitely going to have a good year. But I think that we'll, unfortunately for them, not for us, will be too much for them. So that is a W for me. Week 13, MC, you are on the road again. On the road again. So the Saints.
Yeah, I've gone for a win. I think our defence will be too tight for the Saints. So, gone for a W there. Cool, we're deep into week 14 now. Coon, back at Lumen Field. Business end. New York Giants. How's it pan out?
I'm sorry, Lemmy, but it's an easy win. It's an easy win.
Friend of the pod, Lemmers. Thoroughly looking forward to the Eagles-Jaguars game at Tottenham's ground. 11th of October, I believe, Sunday. We're friend of the pod, Lemmers. Shout out to him.
Content galore. We'll have to get Lemmers back on the pod like the week before.
Oh, yeah.
Good idea. We're up. Right, MC, where are we? Am I asking you now?
Yeah, week 14.
Week 14, Bills at home. Sunday night football.
Yeah, it's a loss, I think. I think their offense is probably too strong for us, I think. Yep, that's it. Cool. That's a loss.
Let's move.
We move on. Philadelphia Eagles away for Seahawks, King.
Easy win. I think Eagles this year are, personally, I think they're going to struggle. I think the only thing that could change that is the roster, the injuries and stuff like that. But I can't see it. For me, not a lot of thought went into that game. For me, it's an easy win. Easy win, no problem. Not a problem, no problemo. Home, back-to-back home games, MC. The Ben Huggins Dolphins.
Not only Ben Huggins, but also my wife. Shout out to her. She never listens.
Friction in the camp.
Yeah, Dolphins. So we'll be looking forward to hopefully watch that together. But Packers win that for me. I think we beat Dolphins. Not a problem. But there will be an in-house rivalry there. But we'll take it. Merry Christmas and all that. King, Lumen Field, Los Angeles Rams.
It's the big one.
That's the big one. What are we thinking?
Both these games are going to be epic. Absolutely epic. I've listened to the views of a few Seahawks guys on this. I think the main consensus will be splitting against the Rams. So 1 win, 1 defeat. Some have actually got Seahawks winning both. I've got Seahawks winning at Lumen Field. But it's going to be a humdinger, an absolute humdinger. It's going to be a back and forth, emotional roller coaster. But for me on this one at home, it's definitely a win.
Very nice.
MC, last road game of the season to the Bears. What are you saying?
Christmas Day. Oh, live on Netflix. Am I excited for this? Oh, am I excited for this one, Chief? This is going on Christmas Day. Forget about it. That is on the TV. Not an issue. And I'm
Forget about it.
Forget about it. The boys, I'm back in the cheeseheads. I think we win that. I think we get revenge. Yeah, Christmas.
Boys.
In the snow at Lambeau. Bash!
Well, it's actually away, isn't it, MC? You've gotten the wrong way around, Chief.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Chicago Bears fans crying into the snow. That's what I'm looking for.
Yes.
There we go.
2 to go.
2 to go. Coom back on the road for the last 2 games of the season for the Seahawks, starting with very underwhelming game, Carolina Panthers. I'm gonna hazard a guess.
Yeah.
Demolition.
I think Panthers are building something. I think they'll have a good season. I think they'll get some good results. But yeah, I think for us, that's a win. Not a problem.
Yeah. Go on, Coom. What about me?
What game for you, MC? Back at Lambeau to the Texans.
That's a win. Yeah, we'll have that. I think.
Yeah.
Again, looking at Houston, a lot like Panthers, young defense. I think Love outsmarts them. We win that fairly easily. Last match of the season on the road for Seahawks. One last time for the season, for the regular season, should we say? LA Rams. Coom. The return leg. What are we going for?
I think they're going to pip us. I think they'll pip us on this one. I think this is, I hate to say it, last regular game of the season going into the playoffs, but I think we lose. L. I'm going for an L. Going for the big L on that one, but it will be tight. I don't like talking about MCs. Let's move on. Is it going to end with revenge for you at Lambeau over the Lions? You've got them beating you on the road. Have you got them winning at Lambeau?
This is a tough one. There will be a tough one. I've gone Lions on this one.
I was hovering above the W. You've gone for a Lions double.
Yeah.
Wow. Talk us through it, MC.
I just think it's injury dependent. I think if we over the Christmas period, it's going to be, as it is business end, is going to be super important. But I think obviously hanging over us from last season, obviously losing the playoffs to the Bears, I don't know, it's just going to be touch and go to that last period in like Christmas, New Year. I think it's going to be massive for Packers. And I think, who knows, might go on a great running spree and, beat Bills in week 14 and then beat the Lions on week 18 and have a massive end. But yeah, that's how I've scored it for now. I hope they prove me wrong.
Well, MC, these are not bad records. So I've got Seahawks at 14-3. I think a lot of people have them maybe at 15-2. So I've got us with 3 defeats. That's decent. If we can get 14-3, I'll be happy. I've got you at 11-6, which should see you into the playoffs, which would be a great season. So watch this space. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Let's keep a little record of this and see how those predictions possibly stack up at the end of the season.
100%. Yeah, buzzing. Absolutely buzzing to get into the season now, actually. Look, we'll catch up on a weekly basis. This is the really fun part of the pod last year. I think we had obviously that catch ups on NFL, then catch ups on the Premier League. Sport is back. Yeah, we've had the World Cup, great stuff, but we're back to business. Let's go. Okay, take a breath after that. That was intense. I enjoyed that.
Take a breath.
Take a breath, Jeff. Thank you.
Where we off to now, MC?
We're off to a little Tops Premier League update. We're going to segue into a different sport, into football/soccer. For the listeners in the States, New Zealand, Australia, soccer.
Soccer.
I have, since the last time I spoke, had 2 megatins, megatin number 2 and 3. Pulled some lovely cards, but there was one card in particular, Coon. I'm enjoying all the product. The product is at my mercy. Morrison's stacked. Sainsbury's sold quite a lot, so there wasn't that much there, but I still picked up there as well. Tesco's, it is there to be picked up. Argos, you can order it from pretty much anywhere over here. But Coom, I pulled, now this is a Coom and Curry first, or Curry first, should I say, pulled my lowest numbered card ever. I felt like a little adrenaline rush, then. I was
trying to give a shocked expression.
It's on the Red Sparkle. Yeah, Red Sparkle, numbered 2 out of 5. Ooh, Crystal Palace's Tyreek Mitchell.
Ooh, that's nice. That's a little bit of a colour match in a way, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, I know for the Brighton fans out there, they won't be happy with that, Andy. I'm sorry about that. But to pull a number to 5 card out of a mega tin, I
That's
was
amazing,
absolutely buzzing. So, yeah, in terms of the product, long may it continue. Super enjoyable at the moment. I've just bought a multi-pack you can buy, which comes with I don't know, 6 packs or something like that. Anyway, I've got loads to share, loads to put on the socials. So keep your eyes peeled. You'll see me pull the 2 of 5, which I was shocked as much as everyone else, but we'd still have to put
That's
an auto
amazing,
for me.
MC. Congratulations.
How much do you reckon that would go for, or how much should I put it up for? Go on, that's a good question.
I can have a look on 130 point, but because it's out of 5 and it's new product, it's probably not. Was it Topps EPL Flagship or something? Flagship. What? How do you spell his name?
Tyreek, Tyrick.
Yeah.
And then Mitchell, Mitchell.
See if there's any. I doubt it. I'll do some research. Right, we'll just look at like an example from last year to get a rough price. Pick a player, but we'll do that off air. No, I've got nothing for that. I'll do that off air, MC, and we'll have a look into it.
Yeah, not a problem. Oh yeah, well we'll keep you posted because that's just an unbelievable pull. I was buzzing after it. But yeah, enjoying the product.
You probably got to be looking at around minimum 50 quid, haven't you?
Yeah, ballpark. I'd say around that. Yeah, I would say so. Just because of how low. Actually, a bare minimum, if you will.
There could be a grade at that if you want to try and maximise. If you think if it's going to grade well, that and you want to use it to make some sheets, could be worth it. But don't know what his market's like. It's an interesting. I remember there was was it 2 seasons ago maybe where he's quite a popular pick in fantasy, wasn't he? He's quite he seems to get a lot of points, but I'm not too abreast of his career from that point. So it depends on what his market's like. But any to 5 for any team, like if I'm a Liverpool fan, sorry, I am a Liverpool fan. But if you've got a to 5 Liverpool and it's yeah, of course, Tsimikas to 5, I'm all over it.
I mean, especially after Palace winning the Conference League last year as well. Can only help things, right?
You hit the nail on the head.
Hit the Jimmy on the head. Coombe, this is a big subject, and I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I'm actually starting to think I might remove half of these teams out of it and put 5 other ones in. Me and Coombe have been discussing the age-old debate of the top 10 best British football clubs.
Is it the best though, MC, or is it the biggest? Because we're speaking about the criteria. The criteria. When you talk about the top 10 biggest clubs, maybe I've given you the wrong criteria. I mean, if you've picked them based on best, then my list is, because originally the inspiration came from the controversial list on TalkSport where certain teams were left out and they were discussing what is a big club. Ever since I've watched football, people always talk about big clubs, don't they? And it's very, what's the word, MC? It's very subjective as to what makes a big club.
Yeah. And
okay,
so ask me that question again. So the biggest club or the best?
Yeah, because I was saying, like in the criteria, what makes a big club for me, I think first and foremost is honours. And that's what makes the club is very subjective, isn't it? Some people, but I think sometimes people pick their criteria based on what suits their club, for example. But for me, when you're looking at the criteria that make a big club, first and foremost, it has to be honours. Then it probably has to be fan base for me. And then somewhere you've maybe got the finances and that side of it. Then you've got your global reach, your sales and stuff like that. That's kind of the angle that I've come at with the top 10.
Okay. Yeah, let's do. I'll tell you what. Just because I'm wary of time as well. Let's do that, but let's do just the top 5. How does that sound?
Yeah. Or if I may make a suggestion, maybe we reveal our top 10, but we'll leave the discussion till the next pod. Let it sink in. Let it soak in. and then we come back to it on the next pod for some fallout.
Yeah, let's do it. Go on, then. You start with. So we'll start from the bottom up, obviously. So start from number 10. Go on, you go first.
Right, let this sink in, MC. Let this sink in for a minute. Tottenham Hotspur at number 10 for me. Speechless over there, isn't he?
Number 10 for me, Blackburn Rovers.
I hear you. I really do. I hear you.
Thank you. Number 9 for you, Coom. Go on, let's rattle through these. Number 9 for yourself.
Aston Villa.
Really?
I like the thought time. There's a few little seconds dwell time, isn't there? Letting it sink in. Let it permeate. Who's your number 9?
Oh, it's between.
Not happy with his list, is he?
No, I've scored 2 off. I've gone for it. Number 9, Rangers, Glasgow.
Okay, this is interesting then. Number 8 for me, MC, is Rangers, Glasgow Rangers.
Okay.
I've got them as number 8. Hit me with your 8.
Tottenham Hotspur. I've gone for.
Okay. Number 7 for me, Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest.
Interesting. I've got number 7. I've gone Glasgow Celtic.
Yeah. My number 6 is. I hate saying it, MC. I know you're a Rangers fan and that, and I'm obviously I much prefer Rangers, but yeah, I've got Celtic at number 6.
We'll discuss these going forward. Yeah, mainly because of European Cup win, right? Yeah.
It hurt me to put it. But I'm afraid, 6 is Celtic. Who is your 5, MC? Here we go. Business end.
5. I've gone. I really feel like I've left the club out, but I might have to reconvene next week. Number 5, Arsenal.
BC's number 5 is also Arsenal.
Great minds.
On to number 4.
Number 4, Manchester City.
BC's number 4 is Chelsea. Number 3.
Number 3 for MC is Chelsea.
And number 3 for BC is Man City. Interesting that, isn't it? Here we go, MC. Top 2. Hit me with your number 2.
Number 2, Manchester United.
BC's number 2 is also Manchester United.
And on 3, 2, 1, Liverpool. Up the boys. And we'll discuss that in more depth on the next episode. But interesting to
pick the bones out of that.
Yeah, yeah, that's thinking. Pick the bones out of this week. And I'll tell you what, maybe we'll do a post with our lists, and then we can see people maybe let us know in the comments if you think we're right or wrong, and if you've got a differentiating opinion, let us know.
Let's move on. There's nothing more to say at this stage, is there?
Let's segue into Coom. Let's segue into mail day, because I am buzzing to. I've got a handful of cards here that I'm ready to rock and roll.
You crack on, MC. You crack on.
Right. Do you remember me talking to you about an investment piece?
Yep.
On last week's pod. Here it is. Now, firstly, I've got to say, it's got to be one of the worst autographs I've ever seen. It's up there. It's up there with Hugo Ekitike. But I picked this up off Vinted. It's Topps Finest 2026, most recent one. Topps Finest UCC. And it's Nico Williams. Terrible autograph.
Ooh.
No number, like just a base auto. But picked up for £5.
Ooh.
Which I thought.
I'll argue with that. That's decent. He's a World Cup winner.
Yeah, he is. You're not wrong there, Chief.
I love that.
Cool. Some cards for the PC right here. I'm going to start with this one. Now, this is an absolute stunner. Stone cold stunner. Funny story about this one, though. Look what it came in. It came in a fucking tea box. Yorkshire tea. Yorkshire tea box.
Unbelievable. I've seen it all now.
This as well was an unbelievable price pickup. Jaden Dans on the first Bowman Liverpool lineage auto. Have a look at that, King. On the lineage, yeah? First Bowman. £5 English. That is an absolute belter.
That is a belter.
I'm hoping he gets a bit more game time now with a lack of strikers, and I know he's back in training. So that came with, came in a tea box. Anyway, moving swiftly on. I've got
unbelievable in a Yorkshire tea box as well. Phenomenal.
I've got Which one came with which? I've got 2 new field levels here. I know you're all buzzing to hear this, listeners at home. Steve and Gerald field levels times 2 updates. I received both of these. These both actually came from the States. Now, this one, well, first of all, they sent me this one with it, Jarrell Quansah, numbered to 250 as a little freebie. Thought that was a nice touch. From the product that me and you ripped, it's not, but it's from the product that we ripped Fanatics, the Liverpool 24-25. Yeah. So yeah, nice. Happy with that. That was a little freebie. And this is the first one, Gerald on the red ice. First time
colour match, red ice, love.
Now I bought this a while back, but it got cancelled. One of the cancelled ones, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I've got it again. Now I've got this next one, but this came with this card, which is, I've never seen anything like it. Thiago Alcantara. Look at the size of it, first of all. To a card.
Oh, that's a big one.
It's an absolute belter, isn't it? Size of the geezer. It's like it's Topps card. I don't know where it's from or what it is, but yeah, love to see it. That's not going on the top loader. Won't fit.
Unbelievable.
And then this bad boy, CVG on the pink.
Pink.
On the pink numbered 51 of 99.
Oh, love it, MC.
We are back.
That's a belter, isn't it? That is a belter.
That is a belter. Coon, I'll throw it over to you. I'm just going to put my battery pack on because my battery's running low. So you crack on.
Crack on, boy. I'll, oh!
What was that?
What was that? I opened a message and it was playing my video. Actually, yes. I'm going to quickly just get this in here. Tonight is the Night Market, episode 3. If you are in Wellington, if you are in Lower Hutt, get yourselves down 5 to 8. Top play sports cards in Lower Hutt. BC will be there. BC's all set up. Boxes are ready. I'll be vending. It's going to be a great night. So just thought I'd get that in there, MC. So
love it.
I'm going to whiz through these as time is now not of the essence, or is of the essence. Time is of the essence. Show pickups. I'm not going to go through them all. I'm going to go through some highlights. So this is a JSN base card insert given to me from Joel Walsh. What a legend. Nice little freebie. We love a freebie. I picked up one of the circuit breakers from a box I opened up there with a guy called Morgan Ross. It's a nice insert. It's base, but look at that. From Resurgence. In other sets, that's a case hit. It's phenomenal. I posted this week, base card given to me by Isla. A girl called Isla collects Pats. Now, it's just a base card, MC. It's nothing fancy, but it's time-stamped. It's got the date, it's got the team, it's got the moment. BC and MC love a card of a story. And by default of what that is, it has a story. Matthew Bricks sent up a card for me. It's a Russell Wilson colour match in his Giants uniform, numbered to 150. I thought that was quite nice. And then I picked this up from Bazza. It's a White Shock Kenneth Walker. Look at that, from Select, numbered to 199. I'm going to save what could be the best till last. But it isn't for me, MC. So I've got 2 more to go, and then I'll reveal my last one. From Bazza. This was a gift from Bazza, as I'd highlighted it from one of his videos. It's Sam Darnold, as you can see there. Nice pink card there. Morgan Ross. He's opening up some megas, MC, from the 24-25 season. Panini. And he pulls an orange, which is actually a colour match to the kit he's wearing. Number to 155, Alison Becker, cracked ice. Look at that.
Oh, wait.
Straight into the Alison Becker. So we did a quick deal, and I took that one home. And now I picked up a card for you, MC. I paid Bazza Collect $3 for this card. Now, we were talking in the green room, weren't we, about how I was sorting the boxes. I've got a ton of Packers, which some will find their way to you, some won't, because of the price of postage, if you will. But this one I'll save for you. So one day this will definitely find its way to you. It's a beautiful card. $3 I paid for this. This is technically a base card. Feast your eyes on that, MC.
Oh my word. The man, the myth, the legend, Aaron Rodgers, yeah?
Look at that on the plain white background as well. Nice thick stock that as well. What a card.
Oh, pops.
It's Vertex Football, Panini. It's one hell of a card.
Thank you, Coon. Thank you, Bazza.
So that'll be making its way to you. So that was the mail day.
Love it. Love it. Love to see it. And you love to see Packers cards and Seahawks cards just before the season.
Unbelievable, MC.
Coom, any Codswollop from you this week?
No Codswollop, MC. This is probably a good thing.
I got a Swift one for you, actually. On Vinted, when people put up cards and you look at the thumbnail and then you look at the price and you go, it's really cheap, click on it, and then in brackets right at the beginning it says, do not buy, taking offers. Do me a favour. Like, what's the point? Put it on eBay, put it on an auction. Don't
do me a favour.
No. Do me a favour. That is absolute Codswollop. Don't do that. If you're that guy, don't do it, or girl, do not do it.
Don't be that person.
Because you're blindsiding people. People that aren't, that see that will just go and buy it, and you have to refund it, and causes habit.
You should buy it and then just complain to Vinted or whatever.
Maybe I will. Test it out. Test the
waters. Entertainment.
Yeah, maybe I'll screen record it and be like, well,
do some content. Do some content of your journey, just baiting someone up for the stupid post. Codswollop.
Maybe I will. But yeah, just a short Codswollop for you there. Coom, it's been a pleasure. What an episode. What a great chat. Big sections, and it'll be a part 2 of the top 10 or the biggest or best, whatever you want to call it, British clubs top 10. We'll go through that in more depth on the next. The fallout,
Let it marinate.
Coom, any other business from yourself, Chief?
All I want to say to the listeners is follow the boys for the sports cards.
Follow the boys for the sports cards. See you in the next one.
Done.
Bash!